Hello all and welcome to the Smokey scale. Today's opponent will be Minecraft Dungeons, a title developed by Double 11, Xbox Game Studios, and Mojang, which released in May 2020. This review will not be going over the 6 purchasable DLCs available for the title, however it will be a point of the video. It will also not include the Ancient Hunt or free dungeon included with the Echoing Voids DLC either. Anyways, let's break it down. The gameplay. Well, you see, Minecraft Dungeons is a dungeon crawler, and it controls sort of like RuneScape or Diablo would. Not to mention, it is sort of inspired off of Diablo as well. While playing the game, I had quite some fun with the unique items, armor, and abilities the game offered. Certain abilities would make it easier to increase health by making food easier to come across by, and other abilities would make it easier to evade certain enemies, which I found useful plenty of times through my playthrough. Rewards are very plentiful after a certain point, where at one point I ended up with at least several of the same sword after completing only one dungeon. That doesn't mean it was necessarily a bad thing, but a bit of variety in between the items given would be really nice. Minecraft Dungeons is by no means difficult, but nor is it easy. I had lots of trouble in certain areas of the game, such as the Obsidian Pinnacle, which is where you fight the Arch-Illager. But overall, the difficulty wasn't that much to where I was dying in each dungeon. In fact, it only happened a few times at most. The game has multiple difficulty stages, with the hardest one being Apocalypse Plus, which I never tried, but it sounds kind of scary to me. As you make your way through various dungeons, you'll encounter mini-bosses of sorts. These will include, but are not limited to, Endermen, Illusioners, the Redstone Monstrosities, and more. The only ones I've had trouble with are the Illusioners, who are usually followed by Vexes and very annoying types of Pillagers which block your path. The other two are fairly easy to beat and don't require much strategy at all. Some of the dungeons also had you go through puzzles which really weren't that mind-bogglingly hard. I remember having trouble at one point with one specifically, but after mindlessly walking around for around 20 minutes, I easily found where I was supposed to go. Mobs are fairly simple, unique, and faithful to their original aspects. Some of my favorite mobs were the creepers and how much faster they were in this game. Overall, Dungeons, your gameplay is pretty great and just screams classic dungeon crawler gameplay. Definitely better than any Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game in terms of gameplay. I give you a 9 out of 10. Now unfortunately, there aren't many funky beats and none are composed by Hideki Naganuma. However, I do want to talk about the music that's in this game. Almost the entire soundtrack is composed by Peter Haunt. However, there are a few compositions done by Johan Johnson, who I have no clue what they have worked on ever, and Samuel Auberg, who is the lead sound designer of Minecraft. I will say that the soundtrack is very ambience-based, with a lot of slow and light instrumentation in it. The Arch-Illager's battle theme is my favorite track out of the base game, but that's about it sadly. Hey, Minecraft Dungeons, your music is okay I guess. I give it a 5 out of 10. Hey, what about those graphics people like to cry about? Well, the game looks pretty good, and honestly way better than regular Minecraft. Almost looks like a shader pack you would play with using Optifine, but not to the extent of RTX on Bedrock Edition. This game seems to feature a lot of block variety as opposed to the actual game, and everything looks very tightly knit together, and to put it simply, it looks great for a game mimicking the same art style. Textures are much higher quality, same with mobs and items. Particle effects, lighting, and such are also very well done. Of course, the game is obviously stylized just like regular Minecraft, with the same old pixel art textures on everything conceivable. I'd say you survived that one, Dungeons, and I give you an 8 out of 10 for the looks. Hey, person watching! Haven't joined my Discord? Do it now! Link in description. Also, subscribe to my second channel! Going to post some behind the scenes stuff very, very soon. Okay, bye-bye. For those who don't know what DLC is, let me explain. DLC is an acronym for downloadable content, which can either be paid or given by free updates like the majority of Minecraft. There are good games with good DLC, and there are bad games with bad DLC, likewise. Sometimes DLC is given through 2-part or 4-part Season Pass, which when purchased, gives you each DLC as they are released. Some examples of this could be the Pokemon Sword and Shield Expansion Pass, or, hey, Minecraft Dungeons Season Pass and Hero Pass. Let's get to the point here. I have a problem with the Hero Pass, specifically the first 2 DLCs that released for this game. Not only did the first part literally come out a month after the game released, they wanted you to pay over $10, which is $13 in Canada, for both 2 DLCs that need to have been a part of the base title badly. If they weren't ready, they could have easily just delayed the game by a month, but I highly doubt they weren't. I don't know who made this decision, whether it be Double 11 or Microsoft behind it. Who cares? It should have been a part of the base game, and then you could have done whatever you wanted with the big ol' Season Pass. And for that, Dungeons, the game gets a minus 5% on the final score. Speaking of that, let's go check that out. Well. Minecraft Dungeons, you really showed some promise with your gameplay and looks. But some of the problems outweigh some of the good you did. Not like you did a bad job at all though. It was a good one. Minecraft Dungeons got a 70% on the Smokey scale, which is the reduced percentage from the DLC ramble. Good job, Dungeons. Oh, hello again, audience. You like the video? Cool. Anyways, that's about it. See ya.